Hi friends, in the last session we have discussed the concept called recursive functions. Okay, we have discussed the concept called recursive function. So today we are going to discuss about anonymous function. Okay, today our topic is anonymous function. Friends, if you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel for it gives me encouragement for more videos. Okay, it gives me more encouragement for more videos. Okay, I will post any type of your query or any type of video. I mean, with respect to technology, either it is Java, Python, data science libraries, or Linux and Unix also. With respect to databases also, MongoDB like. Okay, please subscribe to my channel if you are watching my channel for the first time. Okay, so today concept is a anonymous function. Okay, anonymous function is nothing but sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Okay, sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Such type of nameless functions are called anonymous function. Okay, first anonymous functions. Anonymous functions. Anonymous function. Sometimes, okay, sometimes we can declare a function. Sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Without any name. Such type of nameless functions are called anonymous. Okay, anonymous functions or lambda functions. Okay, sometimes sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Okay, sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Such type of nameless functions are called anonymous functions or lambda functions. Such type of nameless functions are called anonymous functions or lambda functions. Okay, so this is nothing but anonymous function. Coming to normal function. Okay, just observe normal function. Normal function means normally up to now we have discussed in the previous session. Normal function we can declare by using def keyword. Okay, normal function, normal function we can define by using def keyword. Okay, we can define by using def keyword. We can define by using what def keyword. Nothing but in this way def square it of n and return n into n. Okay, that means here what we are doing, we are defining a function name is square it and a parameter, and we are returning the result to the main function. I mean, from where it is calling we are returning the value to that function. Okay, this is nothing but what a normal function. Normal function we can define by using what a def keyword. Okay, normal function we can define by using what a def keyword. Next, lambda function. Lambda function or anonymous function. Okay, lambda function or anonymous function. So normally lambda function we observe right here. Sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Okay, we can declare without any name. Such type of nameless functions are called what? Anonymous functions or lambda functions. Anonymous functions are called lambda functions. Lambda functions we can define by using lambda keyword. Okay, define we can define lambda function we can define lambda function by using lambda keyword, by using lambda keyword. That is how we can means lambda. Okay, lambda space n colon n into n. Okay, we can define we can define lambda function. Okay, we can define lambda function. Okay, we can define lambda function by using lambda keyword. Okay, lambda keyword, lambda space n colon n. This is called what? Expression. Okay, this is called what? Expression. This is called what? Defining the function. Okay, defining the function as anonymous function. Okay, lambda n. Here lambda space n is what we can say, lambda space n is defining anonymous function. Okay, anonymous function, defining anonymous function, defining anonymous function. Okay, now observe the syntax. Okay, original syntax. Lambda, okay, lambda and argument list. Okay, argument list space expression. Okay, same thing here, but just here I've taken direct the information, but in this way we have to define lambda space argument list. I mean, how many arguments we are taking? Only one argument taking here with respect to argument list, just syntax. And here expression n into n is nothing but an expression. Okay, n into n is nothing but an expression. Now observe here, next we'll observe one small program so that you will get clarity how we can write with respect programs with respect to lambda function. So I'm writing one program, is a program to find square of a given number. Okay, square of a given number using lambda function. Okay, using lambda function. Program to find a square of a given number using lambda function. Okay, see here I'm taking now ideally. Okay, I'm taking ideally. Observe carefully with respect to lambda function and a normal function. I will explain, you will get some clarity. Okay, first lambda function. With respect to lambda function, I will write s is equal to lambda space n colon n into n. Okay, here I'm taking finding square of a given number. Print of, okay, print of square of 4. Okay, square of 4 is, okay, square of 4 is s of 4. Okay, s of 4. Observe carefully, s of 4. Next point, here square of 4 and square of 5. Square of 4 and square of 5. See, normally 4 into 4, what is the result? 16. 5 into 5, what is the result? 25. So if we are getting that result, this function itself is correct. If we are not getting this one, so this function is not correct. Observe the output. Square of 4 is 16. Okay, square of 4 is 16 and 5 is 25. So that means it is correct. So it is with respect to lambda function. Okay, it is with respect to lambda function. Observe here the same thing, example 2. Okay, okay, example normal function. Normal function. The same thing I will write with respect to normal function now. Here what I am taking means of square, square of n. Here what I am doing means result is equal to n into n. Next here return result. Return result. Next here, what I am doing is square of 4 means the same result in which in before how we are getting, now we are going to get the same result. But here I want to highlight one point. But here I want to highlight one point is here I want to highlight one point, that is square of 4 16 and square of 5 is 25. But the thing here is what happening is when compared to previous example and current example, in the normal function I have taken 3 lines, but in the lambda function I have taken only 1 line. Did you observe that point? Okay, did you observe that point? I have taken one function, but here I have taken 3 lines. 1 line, 3 lines. So to reduce the lines, so we have to go for the lambda function. So to reduce the lines, we have to go for the lambda function. This is one example how to find the square of a number using lambda function. So that's why here I have highlighted the same program with respect to two ways. Okay, the same example with respect to two ways. Next, I will write the same by using lambda function and a normal function finding sum of given two numbers. Okay, program to find the program to find the program to find the sum of given two numbers. Program to find the sum of given two numbers. So first observe here with respect to normal function sum. So what I am doing here is a sum function I am taking, and the result is equal to a plus b. Result is equal to a plus b. A comma b I am taking. It is receiving two parameters, and I am adding that result, and I am returning that result. Okay, I am returning that result. Here what I am doing, sum function, and here also sum function. Sum is expecting two values minimum. Okay, 10 comma 20, and here also what some 5 comma 6, 10 20 30, and this result will be 11. Okay, now observe the output 30 and 11. So this is our expected output, right? So this is our now expected output. Clear? So now observe the same result. Now observe the same result with the lambda function. So this is nothing but what a normal function. This is nothing but what a normal function. The same behavior observe with the lambda function. Okay, the same result observe with the lambda function. S is equal to lambda. Okay, S is equal to lambda of a comma b. A comma b colon a plus b. Lambda a comma b colon a plus b. A comma b colon a plus b. With a single line it is completed, but here how many lines we have? We wrote 3 lines. So 3 lines it is reduced to 1 line. Okay, but the intention is same. Okay, but the intention is same. Now observe the output, we'll get the same result. We are getting the same result, right, when compared to lambda function and normal function. Okay, when compared to normal function and lambda function. Getting or not? Lambda function. Clear, right? So this is with respect to normal function and lambda function. So with respect to, I'll write some note. I'll write some note. Lambda function internally returns expression value, and we are not required to write the return statement explicitly. But if you observe here, I'm returning return statement explicitly, but in lambda function we are not writing return statement explicitly. Okay, so lambda function internally returns a expression, internally returns expression value, and we are not required to write and we are not required to write return statement explicitly, return statement explicitly explicitly. Lambda function internally returns the expression value and we are not required to write a return statement explicitly. Okay, and one more point, sometimes we can pass function as a argument to another function. Okay, sometimes that the, I will explain this point, but we didn't cover this point. Sometimes we can pass function as a argument. Okay, function as a argument to another function, another function. Sometimes we can pass function as a argument to another function. Okay, in such cases, lambda functions lambda functions are the best choice. Lambda functions are the best choice. In such cases, lambda functions are the best choice. And one more point, last point, we can use lambda function. Okay, we can use lambda functions very commonly. Okay, we can use lambda functions very commonly with the filter function, comma map function, comma reduce function. Okay, we can use lambda functions very commonly with the filter function, map function, comma reduce functions. So how we can say is with respect to lambda functions, we can use commonly with these functions, filter function, map function, and reduce function. Okay, because because why because why we can use means these functions expect a function as a argument. Okay, these functions because these functions expects a function as a argument, functions as a argument. We can use lambda functions very commonly with the filter function, map function, and the reduce functions. Okay, we can use lambda functions commonly very commonly with the filter function, map function, reduce function, because these functions expects a function as a argument. So in the next session I'm going to highlight these functions only. Okay, clear, right? So this is my this is our today concept is anonymous functions or lambda functions. Okay, in the next session I'm going to explain about these three functions, map function, filter function, and reduce function. Okay friends, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you are watching my channel for the first time. It gives me more encouragement for more videos. Okay, thank you friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you are watching my channel for the first time. Thank you.